NBA Summer League on Prime. From Thomas and Mack, the Portland Trail Blazers take on the Denver Nuggets. It's the diehards who stick around for this one here at Thomas and Mack. We're glad you're with us on Prime. It's the Blazers taking on the Nuggets. Lets off the gas in the last game of the group stage. The Hawks get blown out by the Grizzlies. And the last two games here on Prime have seen the Lakers and the Grizzlies. 103 thriller against Oklahoma City, where they gave up 32 points in the fourth quarter to the Thunder, but held on late. It's Stevenson who opens.
That's better offense. Way to get things started for Denver.
Thompson and the follow from Fiddler. Splits and heads to Chicago as the Bulls' new head man.
Looking forward to this matchup of teammates, Youngblood versus Sears.
That was like every single game of your entire NBA career.
Facts.
Alabama might be on their way to that. Brazil pops out.
Hey, basketball, good to see him, on the sidelines. Give it back to the next generation.
Fiddler for three.
Stop and pop.
He and Zuby Ejiofor, such critical components to St. John's turnaround. They're selling out the Garden most of last year.
Help change.
Out of the mid-range, played 7 games with Milwaukee last year, Mark Sears. Primarily at Wisconsin, and that three-pointer.
It's not so fast.
Youngblood, 1 of 16 from downtown the first 2 games of Summer League, but 3 of 7 beyond the arc against Minnesota. Brazil. Ball tapped away by Imajuru. Hopkins got fouled, hacked by Fiddler. In 2022, and it had a really good start to that year and worked his way back at Arkansas with Coach Calipari. That's Hansen, and that is Brazil getting up to meet him. Sears drains the 3.
Great defense. But back to Brazil, yeah, fit is everything. The situation that you're in is everything, man. There's a lot of people who get drafted to the wrong spots, and he honed in to, recognize it.
Puts it in from the corner.
2 for 2 for Youngblood so far.
Youngblood defending all the way down the lane. He's seen that before. Mark Sears takes him to the hole.
I wonder how many games that they played one-on-one. I want to know the series. I want to know who's won the most, because that looked like a game of one-on-one in Tuscaloosa.
I feel like Sears, I'm watching him talk. I don't know if he's trying to be hurt or not. That's a good cut to the basket from Jason. Off the heel of Sears. 5 on the timer, so let it fly. Not that time for Imajuru, who tried just 1-3 all of last year. Sears and Youngblood. This is what you pay to see. Sears
spot
wiggles free and knocks it down.
He does.
Oliveri plucks the rebound.
Every time Stevenson shoots, I feel like it's going in.
Oliveri tosses it at the basket, and he got fouled before the shot. Very building, and they could still find their way to 3 wins and pad that point differential as well.
Great
Scored
play.
that +1.
Great ATO. Great play call.
The best ATO artist you ever played for was who?
Steve Kerr.
Here are 5 new players in for Denver. Morrell, Mitchell, Kruma, Ramsey, and Asifo. Spots. This being the 5th. Alas, for Diarra, went way up to the rim. Asifo testing the limits of gravity, and then on the other end, Martin with Antonio added a ton of talent, not the least of which John Morant. Guys like Kamara and Sharp for Portland fans, no doubt.
Not for sure. Definitely, finishing the season the way they did. Taking San Antonio, who obviously won the West. Taking them to 5 games. My mom got all my rings.
Are those for safekeeping or those are hers?
She probably, those hers. She probably wears them to her meetings,
Glenn Cameron. Cameron spinning around. Plays it off the window. Great 53 games, most in program history. Out of Memphis, Tennessee. Portland can spoil the Nuggets' hopes of reaching the semis. So far they are. That's quite the contest. Bodies flying everywhere. Up like that and about to touch like the timer on top of the backboard. Does it change in midair? Do you could have got?
I not have done this.
that's the kindest way to say what you're actually thinking,
100%.
Right? Mitchell for three.
Mitchell transferred to Missouri, finished his college career off there. That's a big-time player, big-time scorer there. Looking to stick in the lead. That's Cameron.
Orlando in the second game here. Actually plays college ball at UC Riverside here in the States.
20.
No free airspace for Ramsey. Drops it off. Morrell kicks it around. Three-pointer.
Now the two-shot routine free throw was weird to us. That's how locked in we are.
It's taken me 6 games.
OVC Player of the Year.
Fractional difference shot and game clock. Nkrumah out of Tennessee State from the free throw line. Next one. What's your experience been being around Portland in the past as an opponent, and what you hope to bring now?
Yeah, I think the one thing that you always hate coming back healthy and then getting adding Ja to that, but just the passion that fan base has, super excited to actually be on this side of it for something to his game. And I think the one big thing that Ant did was the first year that I was there, I think it was Ant's second year when we played Memphis in the playoffs, and you just see the carryover in the first night, an opportunity to win games. He's one of those guys, and I think that the roster, it sounds crazy to me, but or maybe to some people, but very similar to Minnesota, Portland, Weekly Denny, who's coming off an all-star year. So we have a lot of depth. And I think the one thing that you've seen in the NBA more than anything is you have to have depth to be successful and make runs. And that's what
within the context of a young and really impressive larger picture in the West.
Well, I think when you look at this team's last year, they were 21, and if we stay healthy, we're right there. We have very, very high-end talent, and we also have depth all the way through. So I'm excited about it. And you know, in the West, we do have a puncher's chance every single night, which is why I'm sitting over here with you.
Well, look, man, basketball obviously is giving you a remarkable life.
See, I'm only with you now. Wasn't that good?
You're top of my scouting report.
There we go. There we go. Progression.
Carr tries to grab the rebound.
They compete. Didn't matter who they were playing, where. You know, to get to a back-to-back Western Conference Finals says a lot. And remember, Finch went down.
Seeing a lifer in the NBA get the opportunity. Obviously, there's a lot that's been said and written about it, but something Nori now to do. And now Sears going inside. That got swatted away.
First miss.
Oliveri from behind. Before he came over to Portland, that you played against him in China, was it apparent to you this dude's an NBA talent?
Yeah, for sure. You see his touch. You see his feel for the game as young blood.
All that's understandable because, I mean, it's mouth-watering, the concept of a 7'2" guy who can do what he does.
Yes, yes.
Drive, and then text him after the game.
I mean, we're going to dinner the night before, guaranteed. You know, shoot around. I'm texting him right after. Man, my shot feels good today. You better get your pregame nap.
Hopkins hits a 3.
Gotta love that competitive nature, especially with the guys that you went to college or high school with.
Oliveri finished his master's at Xavier while he was already with the Lakers. He graduated, and underneath the traditional garb,
Martin with 7 thus far, playing a great first half. Make it 9, 1 for 2.
Saw the high post. Hansen takes it away. Cross court from Kent. Martin up top. That's from the edge of the logo.
Hey, I'm up thinking about my decision too long.
It's a guy who dominates pace in games. I can say I'm fine with that. Sears out of the corner. Just try and go out and get whichever Bama player is leading.
There we go. Sounds good to me.
Wheel effort. Oliveri hit it. He was 7'2". Oliveri drops that in. Oliveri's had a
Portland miscommunication on the ice. Sears gets a free shot.
Youngblood
Can't answer his teammate.
He's doing it, then I want us to double check it.
Yes.
That gets out. Cruz, two-pointer didn't go. Oh. Martin on the reverse. Martin
sealed though, big fella.
Hansen's gonna
make the play.
He's got the last 5 here for Portland. There's the give from Brazil to Sears. Sears brings it inside with 3, swings.
Back for Denver.
Brazil coming out of the locker room. Bit of intensity, bounced off the hand of Hansen. So
To dunk that, secured the layup.
Brazil was a point guard as a kid, by the way. Hopkins, really active hands.
Watch this.
Look at Brazil, take off.
Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon and those guys, it's going to be fun to watch.
No doubt. Hansen backed him all the way in. Finishes.
Fit right in, learning from the best big in the NBA, from Jokic.
Stevenson pops and hits. You know, if you're Denver second-round picks, there was a comment made by, I believe it was one of their scouts in a video as they sort of described the draft process. Fiddler takes it to the tin. A contending window who can plug and play. And in theory, in Hopkins and Brazil, you got that.
Not for sure, because Denver's in a win-now mode. Obviously, Jokic is in his prime.
Slicing through the lane, didn't get it to fall. He's down grabbing his elbow. Fiddler on the other way, pops it outside. Oliveri from the corner.
The corner for another three.
Oliveri, 3 of 5 from downtown. Sears rips another. Hansen needs his hands, not his shoes, to collect that. Great ball movement. Three-pointer from the corner. Chasing team with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Indiana State.
You love to hear.
Oliveri lost his dribble, so he gives it off to Martin at halfway. Martin lowers his shoulder. Euros out to Kent in the corner.
There's our guy.
50, popped out. Under 5 to play in the third. Oliveri. Hansen's got this in his bag. You know he does. I think that's true.
Sure.
Hopkins pulls up. Games of all time.
Start at the top. Start at the top.
Hansen spins, doing his best Bogut impression. The Blazers have the lead. The Nuggets are suddenly in some real trouble.
Work. Why not? Why not?
Put it up.
Great shot. I like
Mitchell. Got blocked. That's way off. Punched out. That was
by our culture.
How many words did you learn in the CBA that you can say on TV? Because that's a vital thing to add.
Only a couple.
Martin pops out to Cameron. I mean, the NBA is a global game, and Summer League is a very obvious proof of that. Lobbed up, second try.
Doesn't get credited with the assist, but he made that play, getting to the teeth of the defense.
He's had a couple of nice alley-oops along the way. Sifu.
Sifu with the pull-up. 3-point game.
Sifu had 11 last game. Man, I didn't know Summer League came with rings.
Yeah.
I saw one for the first time.
The NBA is high level now.
I know that.
Everything is first class in the league. Still out here competing.
Ramsey.
That's what he does.
Friendly
Skills. Went overseas this past year, trying to make it back to the league. Very experienced player.
Top scorer in Serie A in Italy last year after 30. Caught by Martin, give him 15.
For 7 from the field. Very, very steady game. Making plays for himself and others.
Ramsey.
Oh, step up screen. Get to the teeth of the defense. One throw, the backdoor pass.
Cameron from downtown with .9 remaining. Minnesota. He signed an Exhibit 10, which for the uninitiated, an E10 contract gives you the right if you're waived as a team.
Back to the line. Gets to that left hand. Tough to stop. 14. Portland turning up the defensive intensity. Start this fourth quarter. Holding on to a 4-point lead.
The big guns on for the Nuggets now.
Into the NBA.
Can I tell you when I knew Mark Mitchell had good footwork?
Who's that?
When I found out his brother Brand had a quiet evening. Ball reversal. Cameron back to Fiddler. Spun out.
Great pass.
And Dunning.
Shot Dunning.
Drain his first points tonight. And the Portland defense stands tall on the other end.
Cameron Find your shooter in transition. Bang!
Fiddler.
With Brazil, so let's see if Denver can make their run.
Fiddler on the drive, pulls away,
And
puts it in.
one.
Plus the
Look at the defensive intensity by Cameron.
Stevenson kicks. Hopkins muscles all the way in.
One.
Into
For St. John's last year.
well, kudos to him, man. Throw it down. Dunning again, brought the ball down. 12 to shoot. Good find in the lane. Dropped off the Fiddler. That got knocked. And he did. Won the Big East tournament. Co-Big East regular season champions. That's Hopkins. That is Hopkins.
Balling.
Drives and kicks. Bridges inside. Back out to Cameron. And in the paint. Goodbye. But score it. That is the nicest small airport in America.
Yeah,
If you've been to Fayetteville, you know what I'm talking about. Bamba.
Bamba was short.
Brazil. 6'10", point guard growing up. And you can see that in his game. Gets the three. Rebound Hopkins. Lobs it ahead to Brazil. Brazil takes it inside. Contact. He got hit from behind. Trying to get the putback. Kent, the guilty. 6'10" out of Springfield, Missouri. He was the number 178 recruit. That's a Stevenson. Too strong. Kent throws it ahead. Fiddler. Latvia. To be fair, that's Latvia, and this is Las Vegas.
Fiddler's playing phenomenal today. Ordered my guy, too.
Youngblood. Oh, all the way inside.
Great ice. Portland scrambling.
Stevenson. That's a necessity for the Nuggets. No one there to try and claim the offensive rebound.
Been quiet this half after an 18-point outburst. Great take by.
Sears spin, straight on, straight in, Brazil.
Great two-man last shot, but then he drug out the guard and hit Brazil.
Hudson!
Up top, watch your head.
Hudson with Faddick. Brazil.
Great
Up to
pass.
Hudson. Brazil got in to close it down. Doesn't matter.
This is balling.
Brazil sets the screen. Sears. The foul is on the freest team in Vegas right now because they have watched the Blazers do the dirty work for them. The Nuggets, and then you want the 10 after that.
100%.
2 minutes remaining. Hudson, not that time. He's got 13-5, 4 blocks.
Trying to make it a two-possession game. Great pass.
Can't
Awesome.
My gosh. It is two.
No, you know, they're down right now, but being able to shoot the ball, being able to finish. He showed a floater, dunks, Hopkins.
Oliveri has not struggled to pull the trigger yet. Turned out a good shot, got a great one. With their G League team. The handoff to Stevenson, the return to Brazil. Sears has to heave it. Long rebound.
For you to get better. You don't really get game reps like this during the summer, so taking advantage of this. Fought very well tonight against a great Denver team.
They've won the Summer League twice. Won Damian Lillard in 2012. Klingon was all-tournament 12 years later. Proud history here in Vegas. Stevenson swish. Kent.
And keep away. Oh, the hands.
Kent's got 12. Sears with the shot clock turned off. Brazil. Bring it inside. A right-handed power. Youngblood dribbles it across, and the Blazers ensure the Warriors are going into the Final Four. They knock the Nuggets into the consolation. A 1 win. So the Warriors will see the Lakers, and Memphis will meet Houston in the semifinals on Saturday.
By Portland, ready to come out strong.
Love to see it come down to the last. Flynn Cameron, you mentioned it coming out of halftime changed the nature of this game, didn't he?
He did. Getting to his left hand, being a night, and deservingly, Portland has 7 guys in double figures. Obviously, that's a great recipe to win. Hansen, led the charge, did it all. And